So all the way down. You can have your ball and whatever to hand. If you've got a band, great. All of that stuff, we can decide if we use it. I'll give you options as always. So rest down, feet to the floor, hands on the belly, and just take a few deep breaths to start with. So just heavy down through the shoulders, and try and feel this heaviness down through the lower back and the backs of the hips as well. From the knees down to the pelvis, from the knees down to the feet, down through the backs of the arms, elbows, a weight through the hands. So not gripping anything under the hands, but just allowing the hands to be heavy. Take a big breath in, feel the belly rise. Big breath out, pull the navel into spine, all the way down and in. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, draw in and engage. Inhale, belly rise. Exhale, draw in and engage. 3 more, big breath. Exhale. 2. And exhale. Last one. As you exhale, pull in and hold in through the abdominals. Take the arms down by the side. All I want you to do is tuck the tailbone. So just scoot the tailbone under. You can hardly even see the movement. And then let it go back down. So it's just the tailbone, about an inch of movement max. Exhale, let it go. Tuck. And let it go. Tuck. And let it go. 3 more, tuck. And release. Tuck under. And release. Tuck and hold. Pull in the lower abdominals. Take the hands to the back of the head. Lift the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. So you're looking into the waist. Bring the knees in. We go really slow. Right elbow to left knee. Stretch the right leg out as slow as you can. Bring it back through center. And we go slow the other way, trying to push the lower back down into the floor. Pull the abdominals in to center as slow as you can. To center as slow as you can. This pace for 6. And stretch out. 5, back through center. And stretch out. 4, through center. 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Place the feet down, rest the head, bring the arms down by the side. If you have a band, you can take it and slide it up around your knees. If you don't have a band, that's fine. Just do the exercise without. It's exactly the same, just a little bit less resistance. So feet to the floor, arms down by the side, tuck the tailbone, slowly roll up. So we're going to hold that first of all, lifting through the hips. And just take your knees a centimetre or 2 further out to the side. So hips stay high. I'm just slightly widening that gap between the knees, holding there. Can turn the feet out slightly so the toes point to the edges of the mat. Squeeze your glutes, lift higher, really engage through the back of the hips. Now, if you have a band, keep that tension on the band, so keep the knees moving out. If you don't have a band, just keep the knees stretching out. We're lowering halfway, lifting back up, squeeze at the top. Lower halfway, lift and engage. Lower halfway, lift and engage. For 6, lift up. As you lift, pull the waist in. 5, push up, pull the waist in, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now, toes point back to the bottom of your yoga mat. Realign the feet so they're in your kind of normal distance apart, normal position, and then roll down through the spine. Pull the belly button in and rest the hips down. Now, if you have a band, just slide it down to the feet. So it's over the arches of the feet. If you don't have a band, just bring your knees to this position. We're all going to bring our knees to this position anyway, but with or without the band. Hands to the back of the head. Now, if you have a band, there's tension there. So as you stretch the right leg away, you try and pull the left knee in. And we go the other way. If you don't have a band, just really think about driving the heel away and pulling that opposite knee in. Going nice and slow, nice and strong. Working on the psoas, so deep hip flexors, deep core. 6, 5, 4, 3. Pull that top knee in, especially if you don't have a band. 2, 1. And then rest. Just take that band out to the side. Plant the feet down. Arms all the way down. Wriggle your feet together. So inner heels, big toe knuckles touch. Lift your hips up to the sky. And then we keep the hips high, open the knees wide. Squeeze the glutes on. Close the gap between the knees. Open. Hips stay high. They don't drop at all. Close. Open. And close. So glutes are working as you open, and they're still working as you close. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest and roll it down. Pull the belly in. And then bring the shins there parallel to the floor. Knees touch, feet touch, hands to the back of the head. Lift the head, neck, shoulders. Look into the waist. Lifting with the upper abdominals rather than the neck. Feet go wide whilst the knees stay together. Feet come together. Knees go wide. Knees together. Feet out. Feet in. Knees out. Lower abdominals pulling in. 6. Lifting the chest. 5. Pulling in around the waist. 4. Lower back to the ground. 3. 2. And 1. Rest it down. Hug the knees in. Take a gentle rock from side to side. Big breath. And exhale. And then just roll over onto your left. So reach the left arm out, just come all the way over and I'm just going to shimmy back, but you want your shins parallel with the long end of the mat and spine long. So just take your right hand, check there's a bit of a gap under that left side. So not total, it doesn't have to be a huge gap, but slight lift. Relax the feet, so there's no effort in the feet. Lift that top leg and lower it down. So there's no tension in that right ankle, just lift and lower. Lift and lower. So really slow. Lift and lower. 5, 4, 3. So just when it comes down, making sure the knee and the foot come down at the same time. We don't bias to one or the other. 2, 1. Now keep that leg lifted. Straighten that right leg out away from you on a diagonal line. So if I was to drop the leg roughly my shin or my knee touches that bottom foot. Then I lift and lower. The slower you go, the harder the work. Lift and lower. So nice and smooth, slow movements and lower. 5. Slow it down. 4. Slow it down. 3. Slow it down. 2. And we're holding up on this last one. And then pull the toes back to the face. Drive the heel back. So it's now there's one straight long line from the shoulder to the hip to that right foot. Small movements from that right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull in slightly around the waist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that top knee, bring it on top of the left leg, and then you're going to lift about a foot off the floor. Toes tap, knees tap. Toes, knees, toes, knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Bring that top knee closer in, so it rests on the floor, not the bottom knee. Take your left arm, reach to the left side of the room, and then lie your right arm back. So it should give you a nice big stretch around that right hip. Breathe here. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Okay, come up to a seated position, grab your ball. If you don't have a ball, I'll just show you whilst you're getting a ball. If you don't have one, we're going to start with the feet planted, arms come out, and you're rolling all the way down, taking the arms overhead, tapping the floor, and rolling back up. If you have a ball, it's going between your kind of a bit lower than shoulder blades, bra strap area, middle of the back, and your arms are going out, palms face down. Inhale, open all the way back over the ball. I want your hands to touch the floor. Exhale, pull the belly in. Hands reach back past the thighs. Inhale, all the way back over the ball. Exhale, pull the belly in. Hands reach past the thighs. Big breath, take it over. And big breath, bring it back. Inhale over. Exhale back. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Now, if you don't have a ball, you'll just be led in a curled up position. We're all bringing the hands to the back of the head. If you're on the ball, then you're able to stay there, squashing the ball. Simply going to try and reach that right elbow over to the left as if we're rotating. Back to center, over to the right. Back to center, over to the left. Center and right. 6. Lift. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. 3. lift, 2 more, and then I'm going to give you 2 different options if you don't have a ball. Last one, hold it over to the right. If you have a ball, reach your left arm to the right side of the room and hold there for 10. If you don't have a ball, I'd probably come up quite a bit higher and just hold it here, reaching over to the right. If you have a ball, you can almost push back into that ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Open the chest and lift up. So just upper abdominals. If you're without a ball, lie back, push the elbows into the floor, and then curl up. 6. Should really feel this. Lift. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. Last one, lift and come all the way up. Hold the backs of your thighs. Pull yourself up to a seat. Just cross the legs, sit nice and tall. And take your left arm up to the sky. Side bend over to the right. Stretch out that left side of the body. And then go the other way. Left hand down, right arm up and over. Back to center, both hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, open across the chest, squeeze the shoulders back, lift the chin, and then release. Come over to all fours, hands and knees. Pull in around the navel, push down into the hands, so nice neutral line through the spine, reach the crown of the head forwards. Take your right leg back, so your heel stretches away. And this is slightly different, so listen and think about it before you start moving. Take your left arm forwards, little finger to the floor. And as you breathe in, you're here. As you breathe out, you pull that left elbow back, almost in a rowing position. Inhale, relax the foot, reach the hand forwards. Exhale, lift the leg, row that arm back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hand and foot down. Exhale, rowing motion with the arm, stretch back with the leg. Inhale. Exhale, try and keep the torso still. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. Last one. Lift. Keep that leg there. Lower to both forearms. Hands down. Point the right toes. Now keep that right leg high. So try not to draw the circles down here. I want you to try and draw the circles up. So we start drawing circles, but they're high. So try and keep the foot lifted rather than letting those circles come down low. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and we go the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest that right knee down. Rise to the hands, tuck the toes, stretch back into downward facing dog. So long stretch through the backs of the legs. Pull the waist in, push into the hands. Stretch all the way down through the right hamstring into the sole of the foot. So all the way down the leg, right into the calf. Try and push that right heel down. And then roll forwards into a plank position. From your plank, lightly touch the knees to the floor. Lift them back up. Lightly touch your knees to the floor. Lift them back up. 3. And lift. 2. And lift. Last one. And lift. Rest the knees. And then we're coming to lie on our right hand side. That's 2. So our hips are to the back of the mat, right arm extends, knees bent, shins are parallel to the front of the mat. Take your left hand, just check there's a little bit of space underneath that right side waist. Fully relax the head, don't look and lift. Keep the neck relaxed. And then relax the left foot. We just lift that left leg and lower it down. We lift and then lower. Lift and lower. Just make sure that when you come down, you're not doing toe or foot first. Smooth lower, smooth lift, lower, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep that leg lifted, extend it away on a diagonal line so that when you lower that leg, kind of cuts to about the foot or the ankle. Lift and lower. Again, you can see that left foot is relaxed. I'm not tense. And relax through that left foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you need to lift it back up. Drive it back. So straight to the bottom of the yoga mat. Now the heel is pushing away. Tiny little pulses. 10, 9, 8. Slight lift through that right side waist. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it and place it on top of the right knee. Brace yourself. Lift the left shin. Knee tap, toe tap, knee tap, toe tap. Knees, toes, knees, toes. Make those movements nice and big. 6, open. 5, internal rotation, external, internal, external. 2, last one. Rest. Bring that left knee into the chest. If that's enough of a stretch, stay there, or take that right arm forwards and lie your left arm back. Big stretch. There, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, come and lie on your back. If you have a circle, grab your circle. If you don't have a circle but you have a ball, use a ball. If you have neither, that's fine. Just take your legs up to the sky. Circle, ideally, comes in between the ankles. And you're not forcing that and squeezing it super tight. There's just the tiniest amount of tension so you don't drop the circle onto you. Take the arms down by the side. It doesn't need to be far at all. You're just going to lower the legs down, a little squeeze of the circle, and bring them back in. Relax. Lower back down, little squeeze, and bring it back in. If you don't have a circle, just have the legs out, lower down, little squeeze, bring back in. So it's not this huge movement. It can get a little bit bigger each time. And if you can comfortably take it further down without the lower back rolling around, then you can do that. I can't go that far. Squeeze and bring it back in. We go 4. Bring it back in. 3. Bring it in. 2. Bring it in. Last one. Bring it in. From there, just bend the knees. Keep the circle, but plant the feet down to the floor. Arms down by the side, with or without the circle. Squeeze and lift your hips up towards the sky. So engage. If you have that circle now, you can push a bit more into the inner ankles. If you don't worry, just hold that glute bridge, tailbone tucks, glutes engage. And here, small pulses. So just down a little and then lift. Full contraction of the glutes at the top. So down a little and lift. Waist is pulling in, down and lift. If you have that circle, maybe you even try and bring your feet a little closer so there's more tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Lift your legs back up to the sky, so long, straight legs. And then this time, we're not going down and away. Imagine that your circle is like a steering wheel, and you're going to go steer it right, back to center, steer it left. It's just small movements and control. It shouldn't feel like this huge, big, strong movement. We're just going right and left. You can draw that motion with the feet if you don't have a circle. 6, 5, 4. Stability in the lower abdominals and the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Just take that circle out. Hug the knees into the chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Cross the legs one over the other. Rock up to a seat. And then all the way over. Hands down. Step the knees back. And we go to the other side. So left leg goes back. Right arm reaches out. So as we inhale, lift the leg. Row that right arm in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. And breath out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg lifted, lower down to the arms. Keep the left leg high, so the circles are high, and then start to draw those circles. Squeezing the left glute as you draw. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, other way. 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left knee down. Rise to the hands, tuck the toes, stretch back into downward facing dog. Heels push away, hips lift, spine lengthens. And then rest to your knees. And keep your knees about hip width apart. If you happen to have little weights nearby, we don't use them very often, then grab them. If not, just take your palms out and reach them really wide. By small weights, I mean like 1 kilogram, maybe 2. Otherwise, you will really feel this. So if you don't have weights, just keep the arms out, you'll still feel it. If you have weights, hands soft, so don't grip really tight, just have a softness. And we're just starting to draw circles back. And look at my neck. I'm not doing this. I'm not like tense in the shoulders. It's coming from the shoulder and down, not the shoulder and up. pull the waist in whilst you're there. Slightly squeeze the glutes. And we go 10 more, slow it down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, other way. Reaching the arms wide as you do this. So think like warrior 2, arms as wide as they can possibly be. Slow it down. Keep it out. Keep reaching wide. So almost stretching the shoulders and the biceps at the same time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the weights and turn the palms to the back of the room. So if you don't have weights, just have your thumbs down, your palms face back, and we lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. So keep going and stretching as far out as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs face up. Pull the arms back, squeeze the shoulders, and bring them back out. Take the arms back, squeeze the shoulders, and bring it back. 6. Try and keep the hands high. 5. Squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest all the way down. Just take those weights out. Have a seat. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Slight side bend to the right. And slight side bend to the left. Take the left arm across the body. Pull in. Look over. And then go other side. Pull in. Look over. And then come and lie down onto your back. So all the way down. Arms relaxed. Down by the side. Just drop the weight of the shoulders into the floor. Take both legs up to the sky. And this time we squeeze all the way from the ankles to the knees, to the inner thighs, pelvis. Starting really small, drawing circles. So about the size of a lemon or an orange. And each time you draw that circle, I want you to let it get bigger. Pull the waist in, connect all the way down through the thighs. So you'll feel the hips roll around, but should feel like you have full control of that motion. So they're not falling side to side. You're able to control that movement of the legs. Bigger still, we've got 4 more in this direction. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Bring it up and pause at the top. Go that big with the circles, other direction. So we start big. And each circle now gets a tiny bit smaller. Good amount of circles left to bring it all the way in, maybe 10, 9, 8, starting to really bring it down in size, 7, 6, waist pulls in, 5, 4, 3, nice and small, 2, 1. Look up into the waist. So pull the head, neck, shoulders off the floor, reach your fingers long, take the right leg out. But we're switching with a little bit more speed than normal. So we go 20, 19, 18, lower back pushes down into the floor, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, breathe, 12, 11, 10, abdominals pull in, chest lifts, 9, 8, 7, Legs long, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both the knees into the chest, rest the head back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more exercise. So knees stack over hips and then heels stay touching, toes out, open the knees. Hands to the back of the head, lift the head, neck, shoulders. So we go knees to elbows. Kick the legs away, straight, strong, diagonal line. Heels stay touching all the way throughout. Knees to elbows. Stretch up and away. Knees to elbows. Stretch up and away. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug in. Rock that from side to side. Take a big, long breath. And exhale. Cross both shins. Rock up to a seat. Just come over, we'll stretch the hips out. So hands down and come back into downward facing dog. Take a big, long breath. Exhale, a few moments to get there. Stretch it out, lengthen down through the hamstrings, down through the arms. Pull in around the waist. And then take your left leg forwards. Rest your back knee. Reach both arms up to the sky. Open into that right hip. Lift up, stretch forwards. So should be strong into the abdominals. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Slowly both hands come down. Step it back. Right foot forwards. Left knee rests. Inhale, reach up and open. Big long stretch. Lift up through the hands. Pull the belly in. Stretch into that left hip. 3, 2, 1. Hands forwards. Step back into downward facing dog. And then widen your feet and slightly turn the toes out. We've done this in quite a few yoga classes recently. Walk your hands back and sit down into a deep squat. So you're kind of hovering to the back of the mat. So it's a big stretch through the lower back. And then with time, you slowly bring the heels down. See if you can lift the chest. Reach the arms out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All your strength is pushing down into the soles of the feet and the heels. You're going to rise all the way up to standing. Arms lift up. Interlace, make a fist. Grow tall on the inhale. Side bend to the right on the exhale. Grow tall on the inhale. Side bend to the left. Back to center, both hands behind the back. Interlace. 3 big breaths to close the practice. Open through the chest. Big sigh out. 2 more. Big exhale. Last one. And let it go. Release the hands, close the eyes. Just give the arms a shake, push down into the feet. Lift, tiny bit taller through the crown of the head. Pull in a bit more around the waist. Feel the shoulders drop down. And see if you can encourage yourself to keep that height and that lift all day. So when you feel yourself start to slump, just stand and lift. Bring the hands into prayer heart center. Thank yourself for making time to get up and practice this morning. Have a wonderful Friday,